Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Camila. I'm a fashion enthusiast, and here on my channel I share with you guys all of my lovely passion and obsession for fashion. I do a lot of unboxing and review videos and share with you guys a lot of information and important tips that can help you make an informed purchase decision. For today's video, I have a Louis Vuitton unboxing to share with you guys. I have had this item with me for the past few weeks now, so I cannot wait to show you what I got and give you some of my first impressions on this item as well. This is an item I have had in my wish list for a very long time, and I'm finally revealing this to you, so I couldn't be more excited. I will first reveal to you guys what I have inside this big box, tell you a little bit about the story of how I came to have this one, why I decided to go for this bag, and my first impressions on this item as well. You can tell this is a massive bag that I have inside, and you probably can guess it is a beautiful Neverfull Inside Out reversible bag, which is so stunning. You probably know this is the newest released version of the Neverfull bag. This is a beautiful reversible bag, so it's a 2-in-1 type of bag, and on one side it features this beautiful grained leather in black color, and on the inside it has the iconic monogram canvas, which is absolutely stunning. I will reverse it out later to show you guys what it looks on the other side as well. The hardware on this bag is yellow gold color, which is quite classy and really elegant against the black and the monogram canvas, in my opinion. And on this side of the bag you have those two metal rings, and on the other side you have those attachable rings that you can use to attach the zipped bag that this bag comes with. As you are probably aware, this bag also features a detachable little zipped bag that you can wear either on the inside and also on the outside of this bag. Now I'm going to show you how you can turn this bag inside out to be able to wear it on the monogram canvas. There you go. As you can tell, it is not the easiest because my bag is still quite new. The leather is still quite stiff, so turning the bag inside and out can be a bit fiddly and tough, especially if you have very long nails. I have mid-sized nails, and to me it was slightly uncomfortable turning the bag inside out, but I guess you need to take some time to do it, and also probably with time, when the leather wears out a bit more, hopefully it will give in a little bit more and be a bit easier to do so. So on this other side, the bag features those two adjustment leather straps that you can use to cinch in the bag on both sides. A little story time to tell those of you who are interested in how and why I got this new bag. For some time now, I have been looking into replacing my old Neverfull MM bag, which is quite old at the moment. As you probably know, I do own the original Neverfull bag in the exact same MM size as this one, but in the Damier canvas, which is this one here. If you know me and you have been to my channel before, you have probably seen this bag, because this little beauty here has been my everyday handbag for many years. It was my very first designer handbag that I have ever purchased, and for many years this was my only and everyday bag. So I have worn this bag out so much, guys. I took this handbag with me every single day to university. I carried my laptops and books here every single day for 3 years straight. I would carry this bag to go with me to work, to the gym, and not to mention this was also the bag that I mostly carried with me every time I go to my holidays, because this is such a practical bag to have with you in the airplane, at the airport, and to the beach. So needless to say, this was a bag that I have worn thousands of times, and it really deserves some retirement because it is looking really worn out at this stage. So I have for some time now been considering getting another bag. When I saw that Louis Vuitton had released this new bag featuring the black treated leather instead of the vachetta leather, I immediately fell in love with the bag. Although I love the monogram canvas, I have been quite hesitant to get a monogram canvas bag simply because it usually features the natural leather, the vachetta leather, which is a very light color leather that is featured in the monogram bags. And I am not a big fan of that leather simply because it is very prone to staining and color transfers, and I don't particularly like the contrast of the natural leather against the monogram. So for that reason alone, I have never gotten myself another Neverfull in the monogram canvas. But when I saw that Louis Vuitton had released this new bag featuring the black treated leather instead of the vachetta leather, I immediately fell in love with the bag. So I have been wanting to get this bag for some time, but had never seen this in person here in the UK. The first time I actually got to see this bag in person was during my trip to America recently. I visited a Louis Vuitton boutique there and I saw this bag and I fell in love. However, I decided not to get it there because I would have to pay a much higher price due to import taxes. So it wouldn't make any sense for me to buy the bag over there when I could get the bag here in the UK. But before I had the chance to go to the boutiques and get the bag myself, a couple of weeks after returning from my trip to Florida, I was surprised with this bag at home one day, completely out of the blue. And as you can probably see from my smile, I was super happy with it. And I cannot believe I have finally gotten this bag and it is in my collection now, because let me tell you, this bag in person is even more beautiful. As with any bags, there are pros and cons, so I wanted to give you my 2 cents and share with you guys my first impressions of the bag and my experience so far, and hopefully this information can be useful to you that may be considering whether or not you should get this bag. The first con, in my opinion, is definitely the weight of this bag. This bag is layered with leather in one side and has canvas on the other side, so when compared to the classic Neverfull, which is only layered with fabric, there is a significant change in the weight of this bag because the amount of leather that is being used to layer one side of the bag really affects the weight of it. This weight can possibly cause you discomfort, and I think, in my opinion, this is a factor that should be taken in consideration for anybody that is considering this bag as their everyday handbag, because I feel that this weight can cause you discomfort and might change your experience wearing this bag. Since I don't intend on wearing this handbag as my everyday work handbag, for example, the weight of the bag is not going to be so much of an issue to me, because I know that when I carry this bag with me, mostly during my holidays and my trips, it will either be placed on the top of my rolling luggage or it will be on the airplane compartment, so this won't be much of an issue for me. However, if I were to be considering this bag for my everyday handbag that I know I would be using for hours and hours, I would definitely not consider this bag, because I know that the weight of this bag, especially once you start adding items to this bag, will make it very uncomfortable to wear for long periods of time. So if this is something that you are considering, but you know that you're gonna need this bag for long hours or your everyday and only bag, perhaps take this information into consideration, because this is definitely a factor that will affect your experience wearing this handbag. The second con and disadvantage of this bag, in my opinion, is definitely the price. I think this bag is priced quite high personally, when you take in consideration that you are getting 2 bags in one. So rather than paying for 2 Neverfull classic handbags, you are paying 60% more than the price of a classic Neverfull. Nevertheless, I feel like this can be a point of disadvantage to a lot of people, so take this in consideration. If you are acquiring this bag simply because you like the color of the bag and you don't intend of wearing the bag in 2 sides like I will, then obviously perhaps this is not the best choice for you. In terms of the advantages and the pros for this bag, I will start off with the price point. Although I have mentioned this as one of the cons of the bag, I think that when you look at this from the perspective that I am, in terms of knowing that I have purchased a bag which is basically 2 in 1, the price becomes a point of advantage, because if I were to purchase 2 of the classic Neverfull bags, I would be paying obviously much more than I am for this one. The price of the Neverfull Inside Out version of the Neverfull is approximately 60% more than the classic Neverfull bag. So although this can be a negative point, it can also be positive when you look at the investment from the perspective of somebody that is acquiring 2 bags rather than 1. And last but not least, I think the biggest advantage of this bag is obviously the aesthetics of this bag. I think that the color combination that they came up with on the monogram canvas with the dark leather color is just a touch of class and elegance. The black trimming and leather contrast against the monogram canvas makes this bag just so much more sophisticated and elegant. It definitely adds to the beauty beauty of this bag. I really am in love with this bag. I think the colors will be so versatile. There's so much that I can combine and wear this with. It's not limiting at all. Overall, in my opinion, I still think that this bag is a great investment. If the weight of the bag is not a factor to you, I would still definitely recommend this bag. I think this bag is beautiful. It is a great investment. You're paying way less on this if you were to get 2 bags. So I definitely recommend this one. I think it is a very classy and timeless option of bag that you can have in your collection for decades to come. For those of you interested in the price of this bag, it currently retails here in UK for £2,280, and I'll have the product reference number and the link for the bag included in the description box down below. That is all for today's video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this Louis Vuitton unboxing with me. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I have noticed that a lot of you that regularly come here to my channel have not yet subscribed, so please don't forget to do so, and also don't forget to go check my Instagram account. I now have in my YouTube channel a playlist dedicated to videos all made in Portuguese language, so if you're interested, if you're learning the language, if you're just very curious, don't forget to go check it out. Thank you so much again for staying with me until the very end, for your time. May God bless you, protect you, and keep you safe. And I see you next time soon in here. Take care now. Bye.